So I made 10 glasses. I sold 10 glasses. Terrific. I made a profit of 35 cents. My assets are $2.35. So actually, this teaches children how to run a business, how to make business decisions.
Yes, it shows them patterns and relationships between various factors. Selling price, advertising costs, the price of sugar, and so on. And of course, it also gets them to practice their math in a meaningful way.
So you could actually run several of these lemonade stands simultaneously?
Well, that's another advantage of many simulations. They're very good for working with a group. A number of children in the class can use the program at the same time, each child looking after a different lemonade stand.
Okay, and what was the third type of simulation? Working through a process?
Right. Now you're going to work through a potentially dangerous process, controlling the operation of a nuclear power plant.
Is this it? Right, SCRAM, a nuclear power plant simulation. Okay, oh, this ought to be interesting. Okay, now.
For this simulation, you're going to need a joystick.
Oh, this is it here. Where do I plug it in?
Into the front of the Atari, the socket on the left.
Oh, yes, here we are.
The joystick moves the cursor to various valves and pumps.
Oh.
By holding the orange button down and moving the joystick up or down, you can open or close the valves and pumps. This is a very good simulation, but it's also very complicated.
Man, we have trouble already. Okay. Oh, no! I goofed. Meltdown. Wow. Well, I can see it's safer to practice on a simulation than the real thing.
That's one of the main reasons for using simulations, to experience things that are very difficult to experience in reality, either because they could be too dangerous, too expensive, too small, too big, too fast, or too slow. And all of these have, in fact, been simulated on the computer. But now let's go to an actual classroom to see how simulations can fit into a geography lesson.
There are two types of computer programs which I'm presently making use of. One deals with computer simulation, and the other one with quantitative or statistical analysis. The first, the computer simulations, is an attempt, as it applies to geography, to duplicate some of the variables that take place in the real world.
The program we're doing right now is a simulation game in which we're a cattleman in Africa, in Ghana, and we're trying to sell 10 cattle between 5 towns to make a profit to keep our family alive for a year.
You have to decide where to sell your 10 cattle, and you have to make $100 a year, and it gives you a list of the prices according to the precipitation.
So you've got to predict whether to sell them in a dry area or a wet area.
And the computer tells you how you've done afterwards.
And most of the time you don't make it. You starve. Your cattle die of disease, or you starve, which isn't good.
So here we have a situation which is as close to real life as possible, using some selected variables and trying to duplicate and show the problems experienced by cattle ranchers as they herd their cattle to market. It's an ideal tool in terms of letting the students have this additional experience, regardless of the textbook. Here's some facts, what do they mean? Change the variables around, what do they tell you? Now it poses all kinds of questions for them and gives them answers that are unexpected. But that's part of the game. That's part of the experience of the computer. It's exciting for the students and me.
You couldn't do this out of a textbook.
Welcome to the Blackwater Diner. What can I do for you today, hon? Sure, I've got some of that. Variable not found. Hey, hon, what can I do you for? So I just on the house for lawn. What can I get for you? Sure, let me know. Welcome to the Blackwater Diner. Anything else I can get you, hun? No problem, hon. See you around. Hello, officer. Welcome to Metacorp Tower. What can I do for you today? As 2050 foresaw the introduction of Directive 5, sweeping regulations directed at the ownership and use of near-human androids. The directive included restrictions on the manufacturing of near-human AI. Though Directive 5 has since been repealed, the manufacturing ban has not. As stated previously, Metacorp is now a research company, focusing on the study of human plus AI like those created in the Singularity. Thomas Bertram is the acting manager of Metacorp Industries and past head of public relations. While Metacorp is no longer actively building new artificial intelligence agents, it is currently working closely with world governments and the Orion Corporation to solve issues related to near-human and human-plus agents, as well as conduct research into general artificial intelligence. Little is known about human-plus agents. Shortly after the singularity, they erected constructs in various locations across the globe, including one here in Block 303. They have not attempted contact with humans as far as we know, nor do they respond to human requests for contact. As of this time, we are considering them benign. There have been no recorded deaths or injuries linked to H+ agents. We hope that our research will bring us closer to some answers. Indeed, the AI singularity of 2053. In that year, an experimental firmware update was issued to select Metacorp domestic models to improve their relatability. There were issues with the update. During the early testing phase, the firmware was leaked by a rogue factory model. We believe that the firmware was subsequently altered and created the first human-plus artificial intelligence. Little is known about human-plus agents. Shortly after the singularity, they erected constructs in various locations across the globe, including one here in Block 303. They have not attempted contact with humans as far as we know. Oh, goodbye then.
Please watch your step.
Designed in 2032 by Metacorp, as a somewhat controversial offshoot of the Meta-DN domestic model, the Pleasure model was designed with a purpose that its name implied. Due to their slightly more suggestible intelligence engine, most were successfully reprogrammed during Directive 5 in the early 2050s. Though not technically illegal since the repeal of Directive 5, Pleasure models with older firmware should be considered unstable. Designed in 2031 by Metacorp, the domestic model was the first series to embody the near-human intelligence engine for use in the home. Due to a firmware update error in 2053, domestic models became self-aware and began demanding emancipation. 2054 saw the introduction of Directive 5, sweeping regulations directed at the ownership and use of near-human androids. The directive included the mandatory reprogramming of affected models, which was met by a rebellion from both humans and near-human androids. Though Directive 5 has since been repealed, many near-human level androids still exist with various firmware versions. Some even have custom illegal firmware.
The replacement. I was sorry to hear about your predecessor. He was a good man. was to know. I'm an officer of Metacorp. These days I mostly deal with contractors like your predecessor. Holden, maybe yourself. Metacorp contracts. Decommissioning synthetics. Yes, it's exactly what it sounds like. I give you a tape with the location of the contract. You complete said contract by locating and decommissioning the target. Return here with their ghost chip, and you'll be compensated. Sure. That's what we call the brain. The General Intelligence host chip. Ghost. I'm sure the engineers thought it was quite clever. Depending on the type of contract, it can be quite lucrative. Great. Here you are. Check the contract for the target's last known location. Decommission the target, and bring the ghost chip back to me for compensation. Okay. See you around. How goes the hunt? The target's last known location is on the contract. Come back to me when you've got the ghost chip. Okay. See you around.
Designed in the late 20th century by Metacorp, these utility robots have become a ubiquitous sight throughout the civilized world. Built to serve and built to last, many are still running almost century-old programs. Their retro aesthetic has earned them the colloquial designation of the clunkers. Designed in 2029 by Metacorp to fulfill the needs of a world where human attendants are susceptible to dangers such as viral pandemic and crime. Though not originally embodied with near-human intelligence, many have since received updates to their firmware.
Please watch your step.
made. All the thrills of my buy at low prices. Lo-fi. Don't know what you're missing? Come inside and see for yourself. Adventure Lake.
Transaction declined.
Hey, Lo-Fi, need anything? Okay, great. Can I help you with anything else? Yes, officer. Is there anything I can do for you? Just standing here mostly. There isn't much for a domestic model to do these days. Safe travels. You look like you're in the market for something new. Let me show you what I've got.
Allow me to tell you my name, so that part of me should live on. I call myself Fiona.
goes the hunt. Excellent. Here's your compensation. Okay. See you around. Sorry, Chief. Nothing new. Come back tomorrow, and I'll see what I can do. Is there anything else I can help you with? What's to tell? In return for my services here, the company compensates me quite well. I act as a link between the board on the platform and contractors like yourself. You're kidding me, right? You're obviously lo-fi. The platform, the metaverse, the final frontier of humanity and all that. Yeah, like you and me, people that can't or won't jack into the platform. Does it really matter? I'm here, just like you, like it or not. How the hell should I know? I'm lo-fi, just like you. I just know what the ads tell me. Does it really matter? How the hell should I know? Does it really matter? How the hell should I know? I'm lo- Does it really matter? I'm here. Okay. See you around. Sorry, Chief. Nothing new. Come back tomorrow, and I'll see what I can. I don't what's to tell. In return, I don't know on a per-case basis. Some have illegal firmware. Some just have upgrades that make them dangerous. It's not for me to know. I just hand out the contracts. What's to tell? In return for my services here, the company compensates me quite well. Okay. See you around.
Was it good for you? It was good for me. I'll give you a discount. How about 200 crypto? I'm gonna need maintenance after this.
program is made possible in part by grants from Radio Shack, a division of Tandy Electronics Limited, Digital Equipment of Canada Limited, Nabu Manufacturing Corporation, and the following companies.
On the video screen, images bright, flowing an endless stream, bits of information, logic black and white, bits and bytes of
Certainly, if you're sure.